Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go here on Monday night. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. His initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down. Here's Fields. This one complete right side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. To the ground, a first down run. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Right back to him on first down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Pistol snap, back to Fields. He's got a man. That's Watson. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Steeler first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Now Fields. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. And he will get into the end zone. Braylon Allen. Touchdown Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point is good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The lefty right to the air to start. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Fields now to throw on 1st down. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Off play action, it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On third down, they'll go with H.N. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Miami.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Has an opening past the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a second down and 8. On the give, this is Allen. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. What can they do here on third down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler first down. I'll give on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On first and 10, Fields. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Second and a yard. is carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Fields. It is brought in the end zone. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The extra point, up and good. And the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play action. Tagovailoa. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Tua. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. He'll find his running back, White.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They go play action with Fields. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Whoa. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway. Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
On 2nd down, they'll run. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Play action now for Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Fields from the pistol. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Fields to throw for it. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Tua gonna throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. RPO here, quick shot to Ayuk. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the second time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Pistol snap back to Fields. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On the handoff, it's Allen. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
It is third and 10. Fields operating out of the pistol. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now it's Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The eyes of the quarterback. He's doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage. He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a give to Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2. A play fake. Now two at a throw. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Tua now on 1st down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. That's caught down the field is Conley. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 50.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Once again, it's Achane. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field. And And finishing off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now, faking the give. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. As they try to run it here. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. A carry here for Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Fields to throw. This one complete to Jordan. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Fields now. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. Up, and he'll gather it back in.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Fields now on second down. Quick throw, taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got a man. That's Watson. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. I'm not sure how many guys grew up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work, but in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
Now a second down throw for Fields. This one complete right side. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Fields. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Second and 7. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Looking underneath for Achane. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll bring this inside the 30, a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. To throw is Fields. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns, not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
$13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down. From the pistol, here's Achane. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achek. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running. Not always by just handing it to him. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll put Ayuk in motion. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tua. He's to the 15, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Miami. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake. It's a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He's got it at about the 8. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head? And
that one is caught in the back of the end zone. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Fields from the pistol. He's got Fryermuth open on the left side.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
He's got his tight end. That's Fryermuth. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's hauled in at the 2. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Braylon Allen. Touchdown Steelers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Achan. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. That one taken in. Touchdown, Dolphins. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They go play action with Fields. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now it's White. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Fields from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down. Here's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up. Back to throw is Fields. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll stick to the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Here we go. This is fourth down. Fields to throw for it. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. First and 10. It's Achan. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 26-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 39 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So a win here for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one.